Have you ever felt like you wanted to create your own distillery? Today we kind of did.
Yeah, we went through and we drafted basically the best bottles that we could to create a perfect distillery.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to talk about the perfect brand.
Yeah, so Dave and I had this idea of what would be, if you could build a perfect distillery or brand, what would it look like? And so what Dave and I did, we went through, we set some criteria.
Yeah.
And we had to pick through a whole bunch of things. And what we tried to do is we tried to kind of like spread it out a little bit, and we did a draft. And so he went, then I went, you know, however it goes. So, yeah, I think it actually was a lot of fun. So
it was actually a lot of fun.
If you all like this kind of content, let us know below. Put in the comments, give us a yes or no. Also hit that like, subscribe, notifications button. And if you guys have any ideas on how else to like draft something, like pick subjects or whatever, that'd be great.
I kind of question some of mine, but at the end of the day, there are things that I really enjoy, so it's hard to question it completely.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, you know, it is what it is.
I think we always go back through and want to question things.
Yeah, it is true.
But you left me a lot of like really good bottles.
Yeah. Well, you left me some good bottles too.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So,
all right. So I'll start off. The first one that, oh, by the way, we also have an allocated tier and then a unicorn tier. Everything else is going to be like stuff you can find technically on the shelves. Yeah. So I understand maybe not everybody can find everything. I get all of that. These are things that we can find locally that's on the shelves.
Yeah. So hit that like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and you can be informed anytime we drop a video, a short, or whatever it is.
All right. First one for an everyday drinker for me. I picked Rare Breed. Honestly, you could go through my list and say outside the allocation, this is the best bottle here. And so for every day, I got steel.
You could say that, but you don't have to. My everyday was Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered. There was a day in our area where this was super allocated because
there was a point in time you couldn't even find it in our area.
And so overall, this thing is sitting on the shelf pretty much readily available at any given time now. And these are always good to have on your shelf. So, I'm happy with it.
I like mine better.
I don't like his.
There's a couple of them I would say you probably got me on one, but I felt like every day I was like, whenever he let me have Rare Breed, I was like, oh, thank you.
I did, but he's a Wild Turkey guy and an Old Forester guy. So,
talking about Old Forester, let's go to the barrel proofs. Oh, 1920.
No, are we?
Yeah, aren't we doing barrel proofs?
Is that what we're doing? Barrel proofs. Where did my barrel proof go? Oh, there it is. I was like, woo, woo, woo.
Went with 1920. I had like 3 options in mind that I was going to pick. And I thought he was also going to take this one or the Rare Breed. And then when it didn't, I was like, oh, well, now I have options.
I ended up taking the new release, the Green River Barrel Proof.
That's actually a really good choice, by the way.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
These are roughly about the same price, so, choose your poison on that.
Yeah. Both 2 really awesome bottles.
Yeah, for sure. Both really, really good.
So,
really happy with that decision.
Single barrel. I'll let you go first.
The single barrel I chose was... Oh, there it is. I was like, where'd it go?
You were staring right at it.
No, I was looking this way. For some reason, it was out of my line of sight. My single barrel was the Russell's Reserve single barrel. Again, these are good. So, I'm really happy that I got to put the Wild Turkey in my list.
I went with the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. And I think whenever I pulled this one, he looked at me and he was like you didn't like that.
Well, really didn't because I forgot that that's really not allocated anymore. And
Here's what's crazy. It was at one point in time for us, and you couldn't find it anywhere. And so whenever he didn't, and here's the thing. He picked barrel proof and single barrel before me on our list.
that is true. I did.
So whenever you went through and you picked that, I was like,
I was really happy with my barrel proof. Like
that's true. No, I get that.
And maybe that's recency bias, but I mean,
it's not like you shouldn't be happy with that one. But I was just like, oh, I'm gonna take this one.
I completely forgot that the Jack Daniel's line is not allocated anymore. It's just supposed to be available. So,
anyways, love this.
I love this too.
One of my
but
faves.
I mean, honestly, like that's really good too. So I can't say anything.
All right, next one. So we had to pick a rye, and there was really no. It could be barrel proof. It could be bottle wine.
It didn't really
It didn't matter. It just had to be a rye. So I went with the Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye.
He doubled up on the double barrel on the Jack.
I literally did.
And mine is the Still Austin because I really feel like this is the best rye I've had in a long time.
It's a really good rye. I could also argue it's allocated though.
Do you think it is?
You think you can go find it everywhere right now?
Well, it's just because it's not because it's allocated. It's just because it's not in our area very much.
I'm
just saying, like it's not in our area very much, but it's not. I don't think it's considered allocated.
Put in the comments below if y'all think this would be allocated.
Hey, all my Still Austin people.
I mean, look, I'm
don't
a Still
do me
Austin
wrong.
person.
All right?
I'm a
don't
Still
do me
Austin
wrong.
person too, to be fair. But
obviously,
anyways, a couple really good ryes.
Yeah,
bottle and bond. I think that is a great bottle. And then obviously the Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye.
Yeah, it's really good too. So for sure.
I'll let you lead off with the next one.
Next on the list is, and this actually was my first choice for the entire thing. This is the one I chose first.
Is that bottle and bond?
No, it's not. Oh, did I go wrong? Oh, dang on it. I'm looking at this list. Listen, we drank 15 things.
It's been a day.
It's been a day already.
It's been a day.
And we're only on this. So, my bottle and bond is the Jack Daniel's bottle and bond.
Excellent pick, by the way.
Yeah, good pick.
My bottle and bond, I kind of did a switcheroo.
He cheated.
I asked permission if I could.
And I let him cheat.
So,
because I'm accommodating, if nothing else.
So, I originally had Barstown Bottle and Bond, but after it got second to last place for us.
For him, it was trash. It might as well have been in the garbage.
I don't want to go that far. But it did not have a good showing. But what did have a great showing.
Yeah, it really did have a good showing.
in the Bottle and Bond blind.
Yeah.
Was the Benchmark Bonded. I'm blown away with how well Benchmark does in all these blinds.
They really do.
And they just always show up. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they're going to show up.
Yeah, they definitely show up, for sure.
And for it being $20, so easily relied on. Or not relied on. Reliable.
Yeah, it is definitely reliable, for sure.
Anyways.
Same with this. This was really good. This was
that
my
did well
top two. So
yeah. All right, next one. We went with the Weeder category on this one. You want to lead?
Yeah, I'll lead.
Because there's really only one distillery to pick from.
This was my first choice. This is what
choice.
This was
excellent choice.
Yeah, the Maker's Mark. This is the Maker's Mark cast strength weeded. So, I mean, I don't even know what else you say about it other than
you won.
Yeah,
but I went with the Maker's Mark 46 cast strength,
and that's good too. Honestly,
both of them are good bottles.
Yeah.
I give it Dave on this one though. He won. I like that one more.
It's better than the heart release.
Lord, wow.
All right.
Talk about disappointing.
Yeah, that was definitely not what we anticipated.
But also going through and looking at all of the weeders, that was your number one overall pick, right?
That was. I kind of knew that that's what you wanted to pick, and so I picked it first.
But here's what's funny. So we're doing the draft, right? Think of it like fantasy football. You got to draft a running back because there's no depth there.
Yeah.
This was really the play to take the number one weeder you want it because you can go through and you can pick a ton of allocation. You can go through and pick a ton of barrel proof, single barrels.
Yeah.
Not a lot of really good weeders.
Yeah. That is true.
I think you did well.
All right.
There's like basically 3. These 2 and then the Green River.
Yeah. Then our next on the list is the finished category.
So this could be done, we kind of broaden it in the sense of like you could do a double oak, you could do a toasted, you could do a sherry, whatever you want to do to do that, that's what it could be deemed.
Yeah.
I went with just the classic, Woodford double oak.
It's a good classic.
Solid classic, do picks out of it if I needed to.
Yeah.
Be great.
Yeah. Mine was the Sagamore double oak. And again, solid. Love this distillery. Love what they do. And so I thought they were a good representation for my finished whiskey.
Yeah, it was a good pick.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, now the fun stuff. So we went to the LE. So if we were going to have one traditional kind of like LE that was going to be released every single year. And whenever we went with it, we were like, what would be a line? So like you could do like a Parker's, you could do, you know, a GTS, whatever it would be. And it would be like along those lines. So if you wanted to mix it up every year, like a Parker's, you could. Or if you wanted to do more of like a standard kind of release, like a GTS, like you know you're getting GTS every single year.
Yeah.
You could do that.
So I want you to pause the video right now. And I want you to guess what Zach is going to choose. Pause it. All right, now we're going to do the reveal.
And put in the comments below whenever you're blown away that I would pick King Kentucky. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the best bottle on both lists, literally combined. And it's just special. It's created for me. It's perfect.
Yeah.
In every way, shape, or form. So, of course. I think I picked this last.
You did. I kind of gave it to him because I know like this is who he is, and I think his list would not be complete if he didn't have King of Kentucky on it, and I wasn't going to take King of Kentucky from him because I think it generally, like if you want to know who Zach is, King of Kentucky is who Zach is. And I love King of Kentucky, but as much as I love it, he loves it even more. So, and for me, I pulled the Heaven Hill 17 year out just because that's my jam. And 2 out of the 3 of these have been really good, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah.
20 year was just different.
It was just different. And if it wasn't your cup of tea, it wasn't your cup of tea. But 2 out of 3 of them have been really good. And so this is on my list every year from a limited edition standpoint to try to get. So
I get that. That's
I
fair.
still haven't gotten the 18. I'm kind of disappointed I still haven't gotten it.
There's still, we think, opportunity.
We do think there's an opportunity. So I'm crossing my fingers. So
all right, last one. So this is a unicorn tier. So this would be a one-off. This would be something very, very special. You're probably not going to see it again.
Yeah.
So it has to be that type of bottle.
Yeah.
For me, I picked. I almost slipped out of my hand. I would have cried.
He would have definitely cried.
I would have been crying.
Yes.
The Heaven Hill 27 year. This is one of my favorite bottles I own for a multitude of reasons. This bottle, Dave knows this, a bunch of my friends know this. I plan on opening this. This will probably be the bottle I open, like whenever either my son or my daughter gets married first. I'll probably open it up at one of their weddings.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm still around when that happens.
Lord, I hope I'm still around.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to crack this.
Yeah.
But it's super special. The oak that's on there is amazing. You would think it'd be like over oak and tannicky and stuff like that. And it's so impressive that they're able to age something for 27 years. And it's great.
And just the presentation of it, like all this.
Oh, it's such a pretty box.
Dude, you can't get... I don't want to lean it forward, but there's like a medallion on the top here that has Heaven Hill on it too. He don't want to lean it forward because he doesn't want to pay for it. Yeah. It's pretty, like that's a great bottle. I chose mine. I was gonna choose Zach's Old Forester 150 year one, but I decided, you know what, this is one that I actually own, And so I did the Booker's 30-year anniversary one.
I would have loved for you to pick that 150th. And then I would have loved for you to open it and then like watch you kind of like get it out.
I wouldn't even
especially
open it.
after we just got done drinking 15.
I wouldn't even open
bourbons.
it. I've actually opened this and shared it with some people
Yes.
that are friends of ours. This is just a special bottle to me.
It's awesome.
Partly because like it was this gift for some benchmark spots that we have hit as a channel, which I appreciate Zach even thinking through that. And so like this is a special bottle, and it is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's legitimately great. And whenever we were sitting there I'd kind of thought of some bottles that I wanted, but I wanted to make sure because I bought bottles whenever we hit 10K, and I told Dave that I was going to buy some bottles, and he's like, I don't care, whatever you want to get, I trust you.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, I want to get something that I know he'll never get himself, but I didn't know if he would love some of these things I was thinking of. You tried it, and you're like, it's amazing. And I was like, that
because generally, if it says the word Booker's on it, I'm usually a hard pass.
That's very true.
But this was it was fantastic, and everybody that I've shared it with loved it. Yeah, they loved it, and they were thankful that they got it. And so, so that's our perfect brand or distillery that we would create. Tell us what you think. Tell us what yours is. What's your perfect distillery that you would kind of create if you could Frankenstein bourbon and see where that is. And until the next time,
we'll see you.
We'll see you.